This turbine alone is expected to generate about 400 megawatt hours of electricity a year, enough to power almost 100 average European homes. The wind's energy will hit the aerodynamic blades, forcing them to rotate up to 38 times per minute. The blades will turn a low-speed shaft, which connects to a gearbox. The gears inside will drive another high-speed shaft, spinning it approximately 1,500 times a minute. This will power the generator, producing clean energy for the Bahrain World Trade Center. But there are still 2 more to go. As they go higher, the winds will increase. Even with ropes controlling the blades as they ascend to the upper bridges will be a battle. On the following morning, conditions deteriorate further. Heavy winds blanket the city of Al-Manama with sand and dust. The crew can only assemble the second set of blades. The consistent winds here mean these turbines will be able to produce a lot of energy. But the frequent storms also highlight the risks of having turbines so close to people.
This turbine is sitting in the middle of, we have a shopping mall below it, we have offices on the side of it, and we really need to make sure that we don't have any accidents with it.
These blades have been designed to withstand hurricane-force winds over 252 kilometers per hour. To avoid a catastrophe, the number of safety features on each blade has been doubled. If a blade ever snaps, thick steel cables in the core will hold it together and prevent pieces from flying off. If there's ever a problem, a retractable tip can be released. In the offset position, it will create a huge drag force, stalling the blades in seconds. The second set of blades is ready, but the wind is still too strong. The lift must be postponed. On the following morning, the wind's speed is still too high to lift the blades. But workers can make progress in some of the building's other green technologies. While the turbine will work to generate electricity, the building also incorporates features that will help conserve it.
There's a number of key features which are incorporated into the design, which are more passive orientated in terms of reducing the energy consumed in the building.
To combat the harsh Arabian sun, double-glazed tinted windows will reduce 85% of the heat absorbed into the Bahrain World Trade Center. Efficient air conditioning systems will also slash the high cost of cooling the building in the searing heat. High-efficiency fluorescent lighting on every floor will further reduce energy consumption. Overall, the building should consume half the energy of other skyscrapers in the area. The afternoon brings a brief lull. The crew must seize the hour.
When we get near the top, okay, I don't want the knots going through there. So we pull it, and then when we're near...
This time they've learned the lessons of the first lift.
All right, that's on both sides. You understand, yeah?
The wind is from the north. This should push the blades in towards the generator and help the crew get both flush with each other.
Okay, release.
Compared to the first lift, this one goes without a hitch. 2 up, 1 to go. The crew gets closer to its goal. But the final blade will pose the greatest challenge.
Top bridge is the hardest because we have the controlling ropes will have a very steep angle, so we have more difficulty in controlling it.
Simon Hill is also nervous about mounting the blades on the highest bridge.
The top bridge is the big fear for us. That top bridge, the wind is always very strong as you get nearer the top. We've talked about it this morning, and we've looked at the weather forecast. We think we've got a window of opportunity to get Bridge 3 up. It's going to be very close.
The conditions need to be perfect.
If we get a gust just as we're about to pin, and it rips the pin out, then you can't control it. You haven't got the strength to control something like that. You have to make sure it's perfect. It's not worth taking a risk.
The Danish team goes to the top bridge to assess the situation. 133 meters above the city of Al Manama, they prepare the generator. The wind measures 25 kilometers per hour, higher than the cut-off speed of 21. It's not perfect, but the forecast isn't good either. If they lose this window, they may have to wait days before they get the chance again. It's a tough call. The lift crew waits for the go-ahead. But the final decision remains with the Danish team.
Wind speed, please. Same. Ollie wants to stop. Dave, Ollie's got a bit of a concern. He reckons he thinks it's picked up. Is there a hazard? Just called the driver.
Just keep it on hold for a second. You just want to talk to it and have to find out, because they feel like its wind is picking up there.
The wind still measures 25 kilometers per hour, but the Danish team can't decide.
It feels a little bit different from between the readings and what we can feel up here.
They need to make a decision soon.
23 now, 23.
23. Yeah, wind speed's now 23. Well, the question is, at the moment, is it safe to lift at the moment?
No, we are just, we don't want to take a risk now. We think it's just on the high side. We don't think they will hold it with the rope from down there.
Okay, that's all. We'll drop it back down, we'll take an early lunch, and we'll make a decision as soon as we come back.
Okay.
They call it off. When the crew returns, the wind is still at 23 kilometers per hour.
Dave, as soon as you can. As soon as you can, get it over.
Still higher than the cutoff of 21. But if the forecast is correct, this is their last chance for days.
That's a go, is it?
It's 23 up there at the moment. It's very stable. They've gone up to the bridge. They've given us a thumbs up. We're going to start lifting now. They've already gone up to the bridge, so we're ready to go.
When it's out though, then...
Back the hook up. Navi! Navi! Back the hook up. Up! Yeah, we had a bit of a coiled up rope problem down here. We're just freeing the rope.
At the worst possible moment, the wind picks up.
Stop the plane. You don't have control or anything.
The Danes stop the lift.
Right, you keep an eye on it. Nice and tight, yeah?
The rope handlers struggle to regain control of the blades.
Okay, pull on it, pull on it. You carry on going up, yeah? We're as high as we can on the hooks. We're tight here.
Once they stabilize the blades,
We go up, keep it tight. Keep an eye on it.
the lift resumes. The crane drives the blades in slowly to avoid giving them too much momentum.
We've probably got about another 10-15 metres to go. All we've got to do down here is just keep it nice and tight.
The blades reach 133 meters.
Beauty!
Now the bridge crew takes control. They've got to get it bolted on quickly
Nervous moments.
before the wind picks up any more.
You can't bring it down. Certainly not in a very controlled manner anyway.
Yeah.
It's on.
Fantastic. Okay, let it go. Let it go. That's it. Well done, lads. Thank you.
It was very, very, very pleasing to see that. Just to hear the noise when you can hear the wings hitting the turbine, you can feel it in the bridge.
One more down there.
We're just bringing the ropes down now. Cranes are free to go. We finished down here. So we can put all the gear away, put the men back to work. I'm going to have a cup of tea.
The crane straps drift away. The dream of the world's first wind-powered skyscraper is tantalizingly close. But one final test remains. These turbines still must be turned on to see if Sean Keeler's dream will actually work. Eight months pass and the building nears completion. Systems are now in place that make it possible to operate the turbines. But what's lacking is spinning blades. It's time for the true test. Can the turbines withstand real-life conditions?
It's quite cool, isn't it? Yeah, very good. It's turned out really
Sean Keeler and the Danish team returned to validate their years of research and prove the engineering solutions work.
Let's say the first test, and a lot of people around here is very nervous about what can happen because it's very new to them.
There's a lot of work going on at the moment to make sure that everything is ready for the final testing.
Oh, we might be making history here. Yeah. In fact, we are making history.
So today,
But once again, wind conditions must be perfect. If the wind's too low, the turbine will not spin. But if it's too high, testing could be dangerous.
The wind speed is around 8-9 meters per second right now. It's okay for testing.
Finally, the lowest turbine is ready to spin. The Danes release the brake on the turbine. And let the wind take control.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I can't believe it's actually going. It's been so long. From the first sketch, we were standing here with the turbines going. It's unbelievable.
Once the turbines are fully operational, the blades will turn about 38 rotations per minute.
This is just great. I mean, we have been looking forward to this moment for a very long time.
Over the next 2 months, the higher turbines will come online one at a time. Their performance will be fine-tuned during the first year of operation.
Well done, man. It's fantastic.
The Danish team will monitor the working turbines remotely from Copenhagen.
we did.
These turbines will spin here as a clean energy source, creating around 1,300 megawatt hours of electricity every year. That's the annual equivalent of approximately 2 million tons of coal, or about 6 million barrels of oil. It all began with the vision of one architect.
I'm extremely passionate about